in them, breathing heavy. Little, am I looking daddy? Couldn't tell him nothing cause we lost him already. Cozy boy with his spaghetti. Want the money and fame, the price come heavy. The price come heavy. Like Shaq attack up on a backboard. Gummy, back up on a backboard. When she asked me if I love her, I just act bored. Say loser, ask for it. Living movie, blockbuster, this ain't a rental. Talking moody, all these diamonds up in my dental. I get never minded if I offend you. I need the silence, chaos is in my mental. You need a PJ, first class, not what you went to. You need the relay, chase money like you sane. I'll give you the boat, chain, and plane. Fame name, that's insane. Father, you need a in case the movies get insane. You need a ruby, the kind of jewelry that's from the rain. No. I'm just here to remind you, but never mommy, man. I'm here to remind you where you come from. All this peace retreat is lame done. You can never get rid of me, I live in you. Both of our offend you.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Kansas City Chiefs. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Now let's go.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. But you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Bell. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd down, Rosen. Here's Booker on the catch. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Check four. 56.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Lucky 56. Here we go now. 319. 319.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Rosen to throw on third down. This is Bell on the dump off. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Rosen on 1st and 10. That's Samuel caught left side. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, they have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
A first trip to the red zone for KC. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line.
Hey, go down. Gun.
Now Bell. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
2nd and goal. The lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell.
Here we go now. 319. 319.
They get it to him running left. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
They've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a 3rd and goal. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ninth play now, this long opening drive. Can they cash it in on 3rd and goal?
Now let's go. Blue line it. Blue line it. Over, 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 over.
Here's Bell. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. Now the Chiefs bring on their field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And this one is right through. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
On second down, here's Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
From midfield, here's Allen. Being chased out left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Now they try the right side here. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. They give it to him running left. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. Allen now on 3rd and goal. Going for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the 2nd drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Going a little tennis on me,
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the serve? What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. And he's got Booker. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
From midfield now, here's Rosen taking a shot for Samuel. This is caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are in for 6. Now the try here for the point after. The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Allen now on first down. Dancing to his left. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Looking deep downfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 12 yards on the return that time. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll pitch it out to Bell. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10.
Set! Green 39!
The give is to Bell. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Here we go now.
From the red zone now, here's Rosen on 1st down. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They come out here in the I.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
He'll get it up the middle, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now the Texans want to call another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Bell, and he'll get nothing out of that one. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And now out comes Houston. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
Watching now, Barney.
And again, it's Allen. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now Allen again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
But the 9 picks
9 picks, you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
3-19. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
After the interception, here's Rosen. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
26. Detroit! Detroit!
So after the INT, it's Allen buying time to his left. Throw right side taken in by Wallace. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And Gostkowski's kick is good. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And they'll run it here. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Again, it's Bell. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd-and-1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. First down, it's Rosen. The hitter here is complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Now let's go.
Now Rosen on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Again, it's Rosen. Taking a shot for Samuel. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Set. Blue 90. Blue.
Rosen to throw again. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, You've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Houston. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And now here comes Kansas City. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Now it's Rosen. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll try the sweep with Bell, and he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners, keep moving it, keep grinding clock.
They'll go again with Bell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
But he was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Set. Blue 90.
Here's Rosen to throw. Got his target, Samuel. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Again to Bell. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going long here for Wallace. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. As his guys are in for 6. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And that was really just a great battle for that football on both sides. The result is a touchdown.
Ordinarily, I'd like to say it was a win-win, but it really wasn't because the defender, while he was there with excellent coverage, he didn't get the benefit, did he?
But he's not going to get chewed up in film session, will
No, he was right there. They'll tell him, okay, of course you need to knock the ball away, but they won't be too upset with him. He did his job for the most part.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll try and run some clock now with Bell. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. On 2nd down, here's Rosen. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very solid gain of 27. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Rosen on 1st and 10. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Second and 10 now. It's Rosen. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The Chiefs on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They want to go to the air again with Rosen. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Detroit! Detroit!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll take this one only up to about the 21. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Texans on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Steps away to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Short throw, pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Now Allen to try again after the pick six. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown of the two-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets them a new set of downs.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Allen. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. We talk about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Watch him now, Barney.
Allen looks to throw on second down. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back up. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big-time play there for the Texans. 43 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Now a desperation throw deep down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Odell Beckham, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And now the Texans are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Leopard. Watch him now, Barney.
They'll try and run it in. And he's not going to get there. The defense able to come up with a big stop, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Chiefs now. They have the football. They're looking good, but the lead is just 2. So any mistake in a field goal can beat you. They got to be careful.
And that's where it gets difficult because you don't want that to leak into your thinking. You want to play like, hey, we've got the advantage. We can close this out. Don't play from fear, and they can win this game.
See if they can play fear-free and hang on. Now the toss to Bell running right. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So that one will be accepted. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Here we go now. Blue line it. Blue line it.
They'll run it with Bell. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Detroit. Detroit. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Throwing now is Rosen. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll go on the ground. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And on the ground they go with a running back. And they'll get him down right around the 16. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Back to throw. Smith catches left side. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a handoff looking right. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. 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 I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
He's back to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. A road win in the National Football League. Charles.